So the US President Donald Trump and Japanese Prime Minister Abe held a joint press conference which didn't last very long. But what has been the reaction so far about North Korea's missile test?
Well, Prime Minister Abe said that the test was intolerable, and he called on North Korea to follow all relevant UN Security Council sanctions and laws set there for them. President Trump said that he backs Japan 100%, that the U.S. is with Japan 100%. And shortly after news reached President Trump of this launch, the White House had put out a statement saying that they are going to be cautious for the time being, but they're going to look at all types of responses to this, including potential sanctions.
Dina, they've also been talking about other issues. So what has been on the agenda so far?
Well, they've been talking about some very important issues to both of these countries. First of all, security, and the launch that North Korea made really points out how important that is both to Japan and to the United States. Prime Minister Abe is looking for reassurances from the U.S., given President Trump's campaign speeches and rhetoric, sort of taking sideswipes at Japan, saying that they should take up paying for their own security. Abe is looking for those reassurances from the U.S. He says he got them. The other issue is trade. Now, the Trump administration has done away with the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, and so that has now forced Prime Minister Abe to pave the way for a bilateral agreement with the U.S. on trade. And that's really important. The U.S. is number one in terms of the economy. Japan is the number 3 economy, and their trade together amounts to $268 billion, and that's about a third of the global economy. So that's a big topic for them to discuss, and it looks like this particular summit is paving the way for that.
Donald Trump is also not letting go of the travel ban. So what does his latest tweet, "The legal system is broken," suggest?
Well, it suggests that President Trump continues to have a war of words with the judicial branch of government. But keep in mind, there seems to be some sort of a delineation between his more combative tone on Twitter and the realities of governing and the realities of trying to put through some extreme vetting, as he calls it, and other forms of putting into place this particular executive order. So on Friday, he said that they're going to look at a variety of options, including going to the Supreme Court with this. But what legal analysts are saying is likely is that he will revise or rewrite this particular executive order and file it sometime next week, as he said on Friday. Now, the temporary restraining order on the existing executive order is still in place. So there is some relief for visa holders and others who were previously banned based on that executive order to be able to use this window of opportunity and come into the country as planned.